Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. For today's deep dive, we're tackling a topic that a lot of you have been asking about, and that's reselling in the age of AI.
Yeah, it's a really interesting area, and there's a lot to unpack, so I appreciate you having me on to talk about.
Absolutely. And, reselling is all about finding those hidden gems and flipping them for a profit.
It's arbitrage at its finest.
Right. And people have been doing this for, decades, even before AI was on anyone's radar. But now it seems like AI is changing the game, and I'm curious,
hmm
can AI actually out-hustle human resellers? Like, can
hmm
it do what we do, but faster and better?
Well, it's a question a lot of people are asking themselves right now, and the truth is AI is already being used by big companies, Fortune 500 companies to optimize their processes and increase their profits.
Right.
And, the sheer amount of money that's being invested in AI research and development tells you how seriously these corporations are taking it.
It's massive. Yeah, and it's only going to grow. So, I mean, just imagine a company with an AI so powerful that it can analyze market trends, identify profitable items, and, execute those transactions in like a fraction of a second.
I mean, it's not science fiction. This
Right.
is something that is happening right now, and it has the potential to impact every level of the reselling market, from individual sellers who are listing things online to entire stores that are using AI to manage their inventory and their pricing.
So that kind of leads to the question, are human resellers doomed? Like, should we all just pack it in and let the robots take over?
Well, hold on a second. AI is incredibly powerful, but it's not a magic bullet. And it has its limitations, particularly when it comes to the pre-owned market.
Oh, really? So why is that?
Well, think about it. AI thrives on data, right? It needs patterns and trends to analyze.
Hmm.
But with pre-owned goods, there's so much variability.
Right.
Every item is unique. The condition can be different. There might be rare or unique pieces. Demand can fluctuate wildly.
Yeah.
So it's much harder for AI to accurately assess the value of a pre-owned item compared to, say, a brand new iPhone that's still in the box.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Like a machine might be able to tell you the average selling price of a used textbook, but it can't easily tell if a vintage comic book is a rare first edition
Right.
or just a well-loved copy.
Right. And that's where you, as an experienced reseller, you have a distinct advantage.
Oh, yeah.
You've developed an eye for detail. You understand the nuances of different markets. You know how to spot those hidden gems that AI might overlook.
Intuition, right?
Exactly. And that human touch is really important, especially in the pre-owned market.
What about relationships, though? Because reselling is all about building those connections with suppliers and customers.
That's another area where AI really falls short. Those big deals, the ones that really make a difference in your business, they often come down to personal connections and trust.
Yeah.
A machine can't build a relationship with a supplier or negotiate a favorable price based on years of working together.
Right. Or read a room, like you were saying.
Exactly. Those subtle cues that you pick up in a face-to-face interaction, those are things that AI can't replicate yet.
It's interesting you actually sent over a podcast script that was talking about these exact issues. So it seems like people within the reselling community are already thinking about these challenges and trying to figure out how to adapt.
Yeah, and that's encouraging to see. It shows that resellers are aware of the potential impact of AI, and they're not just ignoring it, they're actively looking for ways to stay ahead of the curve.
And that's what it's all about. It's
hmm
not about being afraid of change. It's about understanding it
Yeah.
and figuring out how to leverage your strengths in this new environment.
It's about being proactive and not reactive.
Exactly. So instead of fearing AI, maybe we should be asking ourselves, how can we use it to our advantage?
hmm
Can AI actually become a tool that helps us become even better resellers?
That's the million-dollar question.
Yeah, and we're going to dive into that more when we come back, so stay tuned because we're just getting started. Okay, so we're back and ready to dig deeper into how resellers can actually use AI to their advantage.
When we talk about AI, people often imagine like this single, all-powerful entity.
Like the big brain in the sky.
Yeah, exactly. But the reality is that AI is more like a collection of different tools and technologies,
Okay.
and each one has its own strengths and weaknesses.
So it's not like this giant robot brain calling all the shots. It's more like a toolbox full of different AI-powered gadgets.
That's a great way to put it. And just like any tool, it can be used effectively or ineffectively.
Right, it depends on the user.
Exactly. So it all comes down to understanding the tool and knowing how to apply it in the right way.
So let's get specific. How can resellers actually use these AI tools to enhance their businesses?
Well, one area where AI can be incredibly valuable is in market research and trend analysis. Imagine having an AI-powered assistant that's constantly scanning the web, social media, online marketplaces, looking for emerging trends, hot products, shifts in pricing.
Well, it'd be like having a personal data analyst working 24/7, just crunching numbers and identifying opportunities.
Precisely. And it's not just about finding the next big thing. AI can also help with pricing strategies.
Okay.
By analyzing historical sales data, competitor pricing, even factors like seasonality and customer demographics.
Hmm.
AI algorithms can suggest optimal price points that maximize your profits while remaining competitive.
That's super valuable. I mean, pricing is always a challenge.
It is.
So AI can help us find the right products, set the right prices. What about the actual process of buying and selling?
Right. Well, there are already AI-powered tools that can automate tasks like listing products, managing inventory, even handling customer inquiries.
So it's taking care of all that tedious stuff that eats up so much time.
Exactly. It frees you up to focus on the higher level aspects of your business, like building those relationships, thinking strategically about the future.
I'm always bogged down by those day-to-day tasks, so it'd be great to have some help with the repetitive stuff so I can focus on the bigger picture.
And let's not forget about the potential of AI in marketing and customer engagement.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole other world.
Right. Imagine using AI to personalize marketing messages, target specific customer segments, even create engaging content that drives sales.
I see those AI-powered chatbots popping up everywhere, answering customer questions, providing support. It's pretty amazing how quickly this technology is evolving.
It really is. And as AI continues to evolve, we can expect even more sophisticated tools and applications to emerge.
So it seems like the key is to stay informed, experiment with different AI tools, and find ways to integrate them into your existing workflow.
Absolutely. It's about adapting and constantly learning and evolving.
It almost feels like AI is forcing us to become even more entrepreneurial and adaptable.
In a way, it is. You can't just rely on the old ways of doing things. You have to embrace these new technologies and find creative ways to use them to your advantage.
It's like a high-tech version of survival of the fittest.
I like that analogy. And in this case, fittest means the most adaptable and open to new ways of doing things.
Right. It's not about being the strongest or the smartest. It's about being the most responsive to change. And in the world of reselling, that means embracing AI, figuring out how to use it to your advantage, and becoming even better at what you do.
I think that's a great takeaway.
Okay, so we're back for the final part of our deep dive. And through all this talk about AI, I keep thinking about that pre-owned advantage we were discussing.
Yeah, it's funny. For so long, pre-owned was seen as kind of like the less glamorous side of reselling, new products they have that shine and that predictable pricing. But now with AI coming into the picture, pre-owned items, they kind of have this unique advantage.
It's almost like a comeback story. What used to
Yeah.
make pre-owned challenging, that uniqueness of each item, the need for that expert judgment. That's exactly what makes it harder for AI to just take over.
That's right. The human skills that are so essential for navigating the pre-owned market, assessing the condition, spotting those rare items, understanding the nuances of vintage or antique goods, those are things that AI still struggles with.
So does that mean that if you're selling new products, you're out of luck?
Yeah.
Should we all just switch to pre-owned?
Not necessarily. Remember, AI is a tool.
Right.
It's how you use it. And there are ways to leverage AI, even in the new product market. It's all about adapting and finding the right approach for your specific business.
So instead of seeing AI as a threat, it's more about figuring out how it fits into your existing strategy, whether you're selling new or pre-owned.
Exactly. Think about it. You could use AI to monitor your competitors' pricing in real time and then adjust your own prices to stay competitive. Or you could use AI to analyze customer reviews and identify areas for product improvement or even new product opportunities.
That's really smart.
Yeah,
AI can give you that edge.
it can. And as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with something to think about. We've talked about AI disrupting reselling, but what if instead of fearing it, we saw it as something that could actually elevate the entire industry?
Elevate, how do you mean?
What if instead of replacing us, AI helped us become even better at what we do?
Hmm.
Imagine AI handling all those tedious, time-consuming tasks, freeing you up to focus on building relationships, curating those unique collections, and providing truly exceptional customer experiences.
It'd be like AI taking care of the busy work so we can focus on the human touch.
That's it. AI could unlock a whole new level of creativity and innovation and success in reselling.
I like that vision.
Yeah.
The future is not something that just happens to you. It's something you create.
Yeah.
And by embracing change, learning about these new technologies, and finding ways to integrate them into your business, you can create your own success.
Couldn't have said it better myself. The future belongs to those who adapt.
That's a great note to end on. Thanks for joining us today for this deep dive into AI and reselling.
It's been a pleasure, and for all you resellers out there, keep hustling and happy selling.